Okay, so, excuse the look. Anyway, moving on. So, I'm making this video because a lot of stuff has been happening. Well, I say a lot of stuff. Let's be honest. A revelation has appeared. Now, as I've been saying since I found out, politics is a personal choice. And I understand that America works differently on politics than the US do. But it begs the question, those of you who live in the UK, and even if this gets broadcast to America, I don't mind. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. But if you lived in America, would you vote Democrats or Republicans? This has all come to light because I was stalking a certain mother's Twitter, and I found out that she is supporting Mitt Romney 100%. And I was a little bit shocked because knowing how famous her son is, and also knowing how famous he is for being a gay rights activist, it just kind of shocked me that she would vote for Romney. But it also shocked me that when someone tweeted her and went that it stunned them that that Chris, yes, it's Chris Golf's mother, but that Chris never publicly admitted like who he's going to vote for, because it is a private and a personal choice and it doesn't matter who you vote for. But they then posted the hashtag he might be a Republican too, and she replied back going, lol, they'd be surprised like when they hear who he's voting for, lol. And I thought, oh my god. But then I thought, yeah, okay, fair enough. If you get really political, you've got to imagine that this, for me, I think everybody that was shocked as shocked as I was looking at it from the sense that Barack Obama basically brought in gay rights laws to say that gay people can get married, and it won't be through a punch, it will be a marriage. But Mitt Romney has on various occasions said that the sanctity of marriage is between a man and a woman. Now again, I'm not very politically up on things like this. I mean, bearing in mind when our election happened in England, I know most students voted for one of the parties that are currently ruling, well not ruling because that's the Queen, but yeah, currently in government, because of all their laws and their promises. And then of course it turned out that they were lying. So now I think when we come around to having another election, that will change. But I don't know if he can change the laws. Like if Romney gets in, if those rights to be married to your partner in certain states will be revoked. And if that's true, then America, please don't vote in Mitt Romney. I mean, it's common sense, for crying out loud. But at the same time, I'm just curious. I mean, if most people voted Democrats, would they be voting because Barack Obama has, would they be voting because of the gay rights? Or actually because that is how they believe? Because for me, that's kind of, I suppose, what I'm 22, and I've been able to vote since I was 18, so I don't know, and I suppose with me, I've never really been into politics, but that might just be kind of, that's how our household works, that we're not very into talking about things, which I suppose, again, would perhaps be more tricky if we lived in America, because obviously your president who's ruling your country, your president is the one that tells your country how they're going to live their lives, pretty much. So, I don't know if I would be slightly, if I would vote for Obama because of the whole, being gay marriage laws and, and I think it was something that he said that, everybody should be treated as a human being, and at some point as well, but actually at the end of the day, we should be able to knock off the gay prefix and just call them a couple. But of course, that's still becoming a problem where people are still calling them, and I know I am very, very, I'm guilty of this too, it should just be a couple, but people still go, it's a gay couple. No, it should just be a couple. They're two people. It shouldn't matter what sexuality or orientation they are. They're a couple of people. It doesn't matter that they're two men or they're two women or whatever. But I'm just curious. I just really want to know if who here, if they lived in America, or as I said, in America, who would they vote for? You don't have to give me a reason why. I'm just curious, because I maintain that I'm still in shock about Karen Cocker voting for Romney. But I've also come to the conclusion that actually maybe it's the fact that he is so vocal about the whole gay kind of, because I've also worked out, I think the Republicans are very kind of, they don't really believe in that sense. I think that's what I've read somewhere, that actually that's why people that vote in Republicans are voting them in, because they want America to be kind of, you know, a state where, you know, being gay is wrong and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to attempt to know what is going to happen with America and then, but I hope to God that they vote in Obama. But I also think, you know, people, I also just wonder the fact that, you know, this is such a big deal and this is dividing people. I mean, fair enough, the person that tweeted to Karen and said to her that they're stunned that they're hating on her, and I agree, I'm not going to hate on her. I just want to point out that he doesn't think, he has been quoted as saying the marriage is the sanctity of marriage should be between a man and woman. That to me proves that he doesn't believe that Obama, that he won't accept, that he won't pass any more laws. Well, okay, I was wrong, because there is at some point, it's not actually him, it's like other people that are saying that they don't want the marriages of gay people. But anyway, it's wrong. But the point is, I mean, I'm not going to let the haters of Chris get to me, because at the same time it doesn't really matter. It's not personal Chris, but I am wondering if he was as vocal, because when they, I can't remember if they were still in America, when they were on tour last year, when New York had just got the go ahead to initiate gay marriages, and Darren, I can still remember this in my head completely as if it was yesterday, and he went, I think about it every night, but I'm something like, I think about it every night, and it was about saying that he thanks New York for finally passing, you know, the law. And I literally cannot remember for the life of me if Chris felt as vocal about it. Now, he goes on interviews and he'll say stuff about how, you know, it's, oh, but you're not listening to my rights and stuff. Now, maybe at the end of the day, it's nothing to do with the gay rights anymore. Maybe in America it's a bigger deal. Like, if you're, excuse me, if your family is very Democratic, then you're going to vote the Democrats in. But if your family is very Republican, you're going to vote the Republicans in. So actually, to me, I'll be shocked if he votes in Romney, if he puts on his ballot paper Mitt Romney. But maybe if his political values are such when he was growing up, that actually maybe this is nothing to do with the fact that he doesn't want his own rights to be there. I mean, fair enough, he's his own person, but I do wonder how vocal you can be when you're a child. And he didn't really come out until he was 18, but this is not supposed to be a hate vlog about anyone in the God family at all. It's mostly, I'm just curious. I did tell you I would be vlogging a lot more, so there will be crazy vlogs coming up, but anyway, I'm just curious as to whether or not the fact that Glee is around and New Normal's around, there are more TV programs out there that are around that celebrate, you know, a couple that are not socially fit, shall we say that, let's be honest. Still, I mean, if you watch the New Normal, still the grandma does not like the fact that Brian and David are a couple and they're going to have a baby. So I do wonder if in the end of the day, that's perhaps why people are able to question their own view and their own political morals, because actually with things like Glee and the New Normal, where everything has been talked about and gay marriage and all this stuff is actually a big forefronted deal, I'm just curious as to how would people vote Obama 2013, or would they vote Romney 2013? Leave a comment. in the comment box there. Subscribe, rate, do whatever you want to do. And I will hopefully either see you before the end of November if I have some other crazy things to talk about, or see you what? Winkley is back and Kurt is not in the first episode. It returns, but we'll get to that later. Ciao!